Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Frances and today we are making cinnamon rolls. Okay, first we're going to start out with 1 cup of whole milk, and this is warm. And then we are going to take 2/3 cup of sugar and put in there. And then we're going to take 2 packages of this instant yeast and put in here. And you're going to whisk that in there until it's all nice and mixed up. And then you're going to cover it and let it set for 5 to 10 minutes. I let mine set for 10 minutes. And then we're going to take this off here, and you'll see that there are little bubbles forming in there and it looks frothy. That means that your yeast is ready to go. Then you're going to take a 1/2 cup of butter. Mine is melted because I'm going to be doing this by hand, so it just makes it easier. I'm just going to whisk that butter up, make it look good. Pour it in there, and then you're going to whisk that in there, and then you're going to get 2 whole eggs and mix in there, 1 at a time. So egg number 1, whisk that in there, and then you're going to get egg number 2 in there, and you're going to whisk that in there as well. After you got that nice and mixed in there, you're going to put your salt in there, and that's going to be a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then you're going to mix that in there really good. Then we're going to get our flour, and that's going to be 4.5 cups of flour in total, but you're going to put it in about a 1/2 cup at a time because you want to make sure that it's really incorporated and really mixed together. So you're just going to whisk that until you get all 4.5 cups in there, and then you're going to knead your dough. It's going to get to a point where you can knead it, and it's going to look like this. And then once you get your dough ball formed, you're going to be able to poke it. There you go, and it should pop back out at you. That's a sign it's ready to go. And get you a clean bowl that is greased. I use butter. Again, I love butter. And you're going to throw that in there, and then we're going to head over to the oven to start proofing our dough. So like I said before, if you watched my other video on how to make homemade bread, I don't have a proofer, so this is the way that I proof my bread. And all you're going to do is boil your water on the stove and then put it in a pan, and then you're going to put that pan into the oven. And you're going to set your oven for 400 degrees, and you're going to allow that to set in the oven for 1 minute. Don't do more than 1 minute because you don't want to cook your dough. You just want it to rise. So after you have had it set for 1 minute, you're going to put your dough in there, and then we wait for 45 minutes and let that dough rise. And while we let our dough rise, we are going to start preparing our filling. All the filling is just 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, but I use a 1/2 stick. Actually, I end up using more than that because I like mine. I basically doubled the recipe because I like mine nice and full of good filling. So it's a cup of butter, a cup of brown sugar, and then you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. You're going to mix all that together. And that's going to form a paste that's going to look like this. It's so good. So good. And then you're going to take a clean pan and you're going to grease it with butter, and you're going to get your dough out of the oven. And you're just going to push that dough down and get all the air out. And then you're going to prep your work area with some flour so that you can roll your dough out. You're going to want to press this into like a rectangular shape. You're going to take your rolling pin and you're going to roll it out until you get the desired shape and size that you want. And then you're going to take your paste or filling or whatever you want to call it, yummy goodness, and you're going to spread that all over your dough. You want to get it nice and slathered on there. And then you're going to work from one side, the smaller side, and you're just going to start rolling your dough until you form a roll. Now my roll is a little uneven, but that's okay because here in a minute you can kind of shape it. You'll see me shaping it with my hands, and you can make it a little more even. So don't freak out if your dough is not completely the same size on both ends. It is completely fine. So like I said, you'll see me kind of stretching the dough and working it so that it's the same size. Then you're going to take your handy dandy dental floss and you're going to rip off as long a piece as you think you need. And you're going to get up underneath that roll, and all you're going to do is just simply take both ends and slice your dough until you get these beautiful rolls. You're going to do that all the way down until you get to the end. And then you get all these beautiful, delicious looking rolls. And then you're going to take your clean pan and you're going to put your rolls inside there. Just kind of evenly distribute them out. It's okay if they're touching, they will rise just fine. Voila! And then you're going to pop them into the oven and let them proof for another 45 minutes. And here you go, gorgeous puffed up rolls. And there you go, beautiful and golden brown. And here is the finished product. Gorgeous, yummy, delicious cinnamon rolls. All homemade, all handmade. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. God bless y'all. Have a great day.